So this is one of the abandoned missile silos in Alaska. Thought we'd walk through it. Oh, it has a burnout car here. And it's kind of weird. Has these slots here. There's a whole nother room down under these slots in the ground. Got an old burnout car back there. And really dark inside. Let me see if I can get the light to work. Not that it does much good in a big room. Somebody will be shooting at it, so it makes holes in the walls. You gotta watch where we step. There's like another room down here. It might be upside down because I held her phone upside down. Way back in there. Turned on, I open. See a hallway go way back in there. I'm not going crawling back in there. That looks too spooky to me. Another burnout car. And nice they have these tracks on the floor. Room back here. The door that used to be on there apparently. Another room down in here. It used to be insulated, apparently, with insulation. I don't know what it was used for. Hard to say. Okay, go back out. Floor is covered with water in this area. Another old burnout car. More of these tracks. Road that leads outside. There's another silo, looks almost the same as this one. 100 yards down the road. here. Some of that paint from the graffiti of people having parties here and made it in fluorescent paint so it showed up brighter than others. Yes, they got these tracks. There's a room underneath these tracks on the outside here. All the way down here. Had these little metal things on both sides of these tracks. I guess that must have centered whatever went down here. And then of course they use this, people and the locals use this to shoot at it. So you can see they use some pretty high powered ammo to knock these walls. Then the ventilation thing over here, it's kind of a neat thing. It's how they had it arranged. They had everything all tight and orderly in this area here. There's another one down where the other one is. This is, has a ladder going down in there. And of course it goes all the pipes down there, goes somewhere. And then of course the pipe up here. This pipe is really thick, but you can see that they shoot the bullets in there. You can see how thick this is. The bullets go right through it. Somebody shoots some high-powered bullets in there. There's the other one. You can see it through the bushes over there. Another one. You've got several of these around. These are the two bigger ones. Some little ones in other areas. Here's the other one. It basically the same, but this one, most of the roof has been caved in or blasted off, or whatever you want to call it. Somebody took it off. They use, I guess the locals been partying here a lot, because look at the cans everywhere, beer cans. Are kind of basically the same as these guide blocks on the side, the railing in the middle with a room underneath. That seal there for when it rained and snowed to keep the water out. See if I can go down under here. You can see too much under there. I don't know how that looked. That was a little weird. I had to stick my hand down in that slot. And, well, you can tell how high people normally reach for the graffiti. You know, there's a line there. This one's lighted a little better because the roof is like half gone. There it is. It's rusted away. I'm not sure how old this building is. I imagine it was in the 40s. This is pretty wild. All the concrete's pushed up like that. I wonder if there was an explosion under there. Kind of looks like it almost. Why else would it be Stuff like that. This one's all caved down under. Another track over there. And they cut a hole in here. Kind of see you down inside underneath that hole where people had thrown stuff under here. And the hole in the wall over here, I don't know where that goes. There's stairs under there, it goes down underneath, which is, don't look too safe, but, you know, I'm not going down there. There's the hinges where they had those big giant doors laying on the ground. Somebody had cut them off, took the doors off. Good idea, that way nobody gets trapped in there. Here's another one of those rooms. Let's go back in here. One of those insulated rooms. Dark in here. Wow, when you talk, there's no echo. It's just weird. It sounds weird. Big hole in the corner here. I don't know what that was for. Maybe some kind of ventilation there. I see a hole. So we head back out. It's dark in here to where it's just like pitch black. There's some more hinges where they had a really heavy duty door. The doors they have, I think there's one out here we can go look at. It's made out of metal filled with concrete. Yeah, the only way this thing could have bolted out like that was it probably had it's all the way along there, probably had a explosion under there at one time. And then here's the corners, similar to the other one that we just looked at. Here's one of the doors I was talking about right over here, laying down in these bushes. You can't even move it. It's too big and heavy. There it is. Give you an idea of the size of it. So if I measured that off, that door would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 foot door by 1, 2, 2.5 feet wide. So the door is about 6.5 by 3.5 feet. It goes over to them things we had. Here's another smaller one. It's the other one, missile silos. This is some kind of a bunker type storage facility. It had ventilations on the sides. There's two of those vents that just had bars on it. Somebody took most of the bars off. Maybe the bars will show up on the inside. There's just an echoey in here. It has rounded ceilings. There it is. Sign says explosive load limit 27 something, somebody blasted it. Missile something, personal limit operating. Hard to say what the rest of that says. So apparently they stored missiles in here of some kind. There's that outside the other deal. I imagine this was pretty well protected. Couldn't drive in this area in the 40s, I'm sure. There's the hinges of the doors that was on here. Anyway, there's one more like that down the road a little bit. This is part of the road that we're driving on. And the next one's coming up just a second here, the smaller missile siren. It's been raining off and on the last couple of days. A little bit of sprinkles even now. Not much. There's a bird. Okay, here's the other one.
The screensaver is on. Video is recording.
It's going to look the same, but we'll look at it anyway. There it is. I can hear the echo from here. That's weird. You know, the top is just dirt, just covered with dirt. That's why it's round, I guess. I got the same kind of vents, same hinges, everything basically is the same. It's just just what they call missile weapons things. I think the little sign they had is gone on this one. A lot of graffiti. People like graffiti. Has the rounded building. Yeah, the sign used to be there. It's gone. I told what was in here. And there's the exit again. It is weird how that one has a grade on it and this one don't, just like the other one. It's a little strange. These are heavy boxes. They're thick, they're just solid iron. That's what the wire is in there. Okay. Well, we're heading out of here now. Maybe a little bit of just not too long, just driving these roads. Back roads of Alaska.